What's up, y'all? I'm back with another art stream. I know it's been a couple weeks. Um, honestly, what happens is sometimes I'm just I really want to do an art stream, and then I'm just like super uninspired or can't think of what to do. Didn't plan it out very well, and really just overthink it though, because I'd like to have a plan going into doing an art stream, but honestly, it's maybe not ideal, but I think it's fine to just come in and just like sketch. But yeah, either way, just like struggling trying to figure out like what I should be streaming art wise, and then if I don't do art, I end up not streaming at all. If I wanted to stream art, so anyway, I know I gotta work on that. I'm trying to stream more often, and then I'm ending up like now, like going a couple weeks without streaming. So in the future, I'm gonna try to like just not overthink it so much, plan better. Part of the problem is like I work 6 days, like working 6 days a week, and it's hard for me to kind of find the time to plan. So it ends up being like the day of or the night of streaming, and then I'm like scrambling to try to think about what I'm gonna do. So anyway, it um it could use some work. I'm gonna try to work on that. I'd really like to do better, stream more often, but anyway. So today I'm gonna stream. Actually, I'm still like a bit waffling on what I'm gonna draw. It's between practicing environments or practicing poses. It was gonna be practicing environments, just doing like a study kind of like I did the last time, because I think that went well. But I just brought up my Pinterest and for references, and posing is definitely something I need to work on. I guess we'll just start with environments and then we'll see how it goes. I could always do a little bit of each. And then later, if depending on how long the drawing takes me, I might do some Lotro later. We'll see. I don't work tomorrow. I'm kind of like it's actually been a chill week. I haven't. Well, we had Columbus Day on Monday, so I didn't work, and then I have off tomorrow, so it's been pretty chill. So I might try to do. I might do kind of a late night tonight. We'll see. We'll see if I'm up to it. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna post this up. See if I can bring some viewers in. I've also been thinking I kind of want to do. I'm kind of thinking about doing like more YouTube stuff, like not just live streaming. I've been wanting to do like just do some like recorded videos and like post them as like maybe even like speed draws or whatever on YouTube. Unfortunately, I just did this art like last week. Didn't think about streaming it, and then also didn't think to record it, even though I already had the idea that I wanted to start recording stuff. But it turned out pretty good. I might show that in like a minute. Just wait for some people to come in here. I don't support like the whole fact that we celebrate Columbus Day, but I'm not complaining about the 3-day weekend. The 3-day weekend was nice. Well, for me it was only a 2-day weekend because I work on Saturday, but anyway, I hope you all had a good Columbus let's say a good Indigenous Peoples Day. I think that's what we celebrate now. Or a lot of us who have an issue with the celebration of a genocidal maniac who on his deathbed insisted he was in fucking India. Moron. Anyway. I'm waiting for some people to come in. That's right. I guess I'm gonna look. Let me look for some good reference. There's a lot of Spider-Man. I'm looking at like poses. A lot of Spider-Man. Which, I mean, yeah, it's perfect. Like, Spider-Man's like literally, if you're looking to do poses, Spider-Man is like the perfect character to do it. To practice poses. I think when I do that, I'm gonna try to do one of my own characters. Because the thing is, I'll practice poses. I'll do gesture drawing. I'll do figure drawing, and stuff off of like reference I find on online, and then I'll do that, and it goes really well. And I do the poses, and I do everything fine. Everything works. But then when I try to do it from my head, it's not sticking. So I think what I'm gonna do is try to like find a reference, and then like. Yeah, just draw a character in that pose. But let's do some environment art first, because I've been wanting to do that. Let's see. I actually have some stuff saved. Excuse me. I do have some stuff saved. Apparently I was on a different... It had me logged into a different Pinterest account. I was like wondering why I didn't have stuff. Because I knew I had saved some boards. Okay, I don't actually have that much saved. Here, we're gonna put this over onto, so you guys can see what I'm seeing. And I'll switch it back. Let me just do some browsing here. All right. This is very general right now. I'm not sure what I'm in the mood for. Part of this is getting some inspiration. Actually, I was looking at one the other day, which was kind of like... It was kind of like this. Not exactly like this, but it was also like on the water. And it kind of had this like city, like man-made kind of like archipelago kind of thing going on. It was pretty cool, but... I was actually thinking that might be cool for one of the cities of the Rise arcs. Like, they're mainly, I mean, I was thinking in the forest and the castle and jungle and all that stuff, but actually, like, a kind of a coastal city like that I think would be kind of cool, and also has that, like, elven architecture. It's worth, like, exploring as an idea. Let me look at... Alright, we're gonna type forest. I was also looking at something recently. Oh, that's what it was. I got a book for fantasy world building, is what it's called, environments and stuff. Unfortunately, it's not really what I thought it was gonna be. It seems to be more about like helping with ideas than the actual physical drawing, which is definitely not what I was looking for. I need less help with ideas and more help with like how to actually draw environments. But it did have something good in there, talking about how like any good artist should have like a file. Like they're talking about like in the old days you had like literally file cabinets of organized like reference pictures. Like that's definitely something I should do. Obviously Pinterest is kind of in that vein, which is why I just thought about it. Pinterest is an easy way to do it. Like you have your boards and you have, anyway, it's a practice, it's a habit I need to get into, because yeah, it's definitely my weak point is using references when I should be using references. and like learning from like stuff in the real world. I don't know. This is why, as I said, I kind of wanted to have like a better plan, but because I think even like last time it went well, but I feel like I spent more time looking for some good reference than actually drawing. I think part of the problem is these forest ones are a little too general. Maybe I should be narrowing my search a little bit. Ruins. Castle, yeah, that's one of the ones I saw last time. Although actually I don't know why I'm be looking for ruins, because I actually want to work on an actual Forest Temple. Think of like Lord. Yep. First thing I thought of was the Forest Temple from Legend of Zelda. Not intended, but of course that's the first thing that pops up. I'm actually playing Ocarina of Time right now. I'm literally on the Forest Temple right now in Ocarina of Time. I'm taking like long breaks from playing it. Apparently, it's not like my main thing I'm playing. I'm kind of playing in pieces. It's my first time playing it, so I've been kind of like working through the Legend of Zelda series, like all the games, because I honestly Legend of Zelda is something I unfortunately never played when I was younger, like when the games came out. So only one I ever played was, or like way back when, was Twilight Princess. And then I started working through all the other ones. Well, the first one I actually finished was in college. Was of course I'm blanking out on the name. I'll think of it. ADHD brain. All right. Let's see. Oh yeah, the other thing is we still get a lot of AI bullshit. Oh yeah, what about something along these lines? Maybe I could even like make a board for anything that kind of fits. I should start making boards for my actual like fantasy races, compiling some things together. All right, whatever. We're just gonna pick one and start. I mean, sometimes it's not too bad. Like this line art, although sketchy, is not too bad. But on the other one I was doing, actually, I'll show you what I was doing the other day. I did this last week. For some reason I didn't think to stream it. And then, oh, you know, I'm a freaking idiot. I'm so sorry. I have been on the wrong screen this whole time. You guys are looking at nothing. There we go. Oh my god, I am an idiot. Speaking of being an idiot, you guys missed all my drawing. Fuck. God damn it. This is like almost as bad, or actually this is probably even worse than not realizing the microphone was muted the whole time. That whole fucking time I've been drawing, my screen has been on the other screen. Well, anyway, that's what I have so far. Has it really been on the goddamn Pinterest the whole time? Jesus Christ. Alright, well anyway, that's what I have so far. There's like half my stream. Alright. Yeah, that's what I have so far. Wow, that's really embarrassing. Okay, what the fuck was I doing? Yeah, because I put it over to the Pinterest so you guys could look at while I was, like, browsing. And then I literally forgot to switch it back to my drawing program. Well, anyway. Okay, now what the fuck was I doing? I don't remember. What was I doing? What was I talking about? I do not know. The moment has passed. when I upload this to YouTube, I guess I'm just gonna take out. I'm gonna have to cut. No, I'm not gonna cut like everything, but I don't know. I've been finding I have to cut a lot of stuff. A lot of my stuff doesn't stay when I Oh, I remember what I was doing. I was gonna show you guys the drawing I did. So last week I did a character drawing, and I colored some of it, and then yeah, I didn't think this. I mean, like, it's so funny because I was like, oh, I don't know what I want to stream for drawing, and then I ended up drawing off stream. I guess sometimes, like, when I start a drawing, I don't know if it's gonna be what it's gonna be. But anyway, I did that, and then I'll show you. This is what I had so far. So I literally finished coloring it like either like last night or I think it was the night before last. I literally finished it, and then I was like saving it, and I literally had saved it after I finished it, and everything was fine. But the problem is, it's in like a folder that was syncing with my like Asus web storage, and apparently there was a problem saving it. But like, I don't know what happened because it was a problem until, like, it should have already been fine. It should have already been saved, but then it wasn't able to save. I think it got corrupted. I thought I lost like the entire thing. I was pissed. But luckily Clip Studio has like a recovery thing, so at some point I'm still gonna have to finish coloring this. But yeah, this is kind of what I was talking about. Like the frickin' like my line art is just very, like every stream I've done this. It's just my line art is just very sketchy and crappy and messy, and then like this is fine for an initial sketch, but it's like really you're supposed to like redo your line art cleanly before you start coloring. But yeah, anyway, at some point I will finish that. All right, back to environment art. Alright, I think once I finish this piece, I might try to do some poses drawing. Wait, I need to look at my reference. Oh my god, I'm still so freaking bummed that none of that got captured. I literally had it sitting on Pinterest the whole time. I'm like not gonna let myself live that one down. As I said, I feel like that's even worse than not knowing I was muted. Because at least the muted ones, you can at least see what the fuck I'm doing. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Let me switch back to my marker. Oh, is that why the opacity was kind of weird? Yeah. Yeah, because the pen apparently has a different like opacity or something. Alright, let's try to get some high. Oops. Wait, what? The fuck? Why did it not change? Like all over the place here. Alright, get some highlights. No, it needs to be a little smaller. Maybe in the future I just won't. I was gonna say I just won't show me browsing on Pinterest, but no, I just need to. I just need to be more conscious of what I'm doing. Like, okay, we're drawing now. Switch to. It's funny, I was just thinking while streaming just now, that, like, you know, I get a lot of advice from people, like, with regards to, like, drawing stuff. Like, I get a lot of good feedback. People tell me, like, things I should be doing. And then, like, when it comes to actually doing it, it's, like, it's a struggle. Like, I get a lot of good feedback. I'm like, oh, you should be doing blah, blah. But I was like, you know, now that my streams and my stuff is all recorded, like, me literally drawing, maybe I can get, like, better. Somebody's just gonna come along and be like, these are all the things you're doing wrong now that I'm like literally watching you draw. These are all the things you should be fucking doing instead. No, I just feel like I'm in a slump a little bit. It happens to every artist. But my slump with, like, needing to work on environments, needing to work on poses, all the things I said earlier, is like, that's been going on a long time. And I'm having a very hard time breaking out of it. And I just go back to doing, like, my characters and, like, straightforward stances, not posing. But I do feel like I'm starting to break out of it. Like, at least I'm actually doing environment art. Or trying to. That's something. And I feel like this doesn't look like half bad. And the fact that I'm not, like, trying to copy it, and I'm at least doing some of it from my head, not too bad. I probably should have colored the building before I colored the moss. What color is that? It's like a gray. I mean, this whole image is kind of grayed out. But it's kind of like a. I can't. Maybe it's because of the lighting or the shadow, but I can't. Or the grayed out part, but I can't actually really tell if this is like a light tan or like a dark tan. Oops. See, that's why I should have done the building first. Because now I'm losing some of the moss coloring I did. Just gonna have to go back over it. I'm gonna make my brush bigger. It's gonna take forever. Fuck it. I'd have to redo the moss anyway. Yeah, I actually like this. And as I said, since it's not copied, at least it's like somewhat from my head. Actually, no. I just feel like I just learned something from like this stream and the last one doing environment art. Is making my canvas too big is actually like the fucking way to go. Because whenever I make a new document, I'm always like, how fucking big? I literally never know how big it should be. But like, this is actually great because, like, literally, it's the exact size I need. Because what I do is I make the canvas too big, and then I can cut it down. Because that's the thing you can do. It's a thing you can do in Photoshop. I'm assuming it's a thing you can do in Clip Studio. Yo, why does my... There we go. My, like, color picker was not working. Kept getting gray, black. Instead of the color I wanted. But yeah, no, this is great. I mean, it's better to have too big of a canvas than too small of a canvas. I mean, I guess you can also like expand a canvas out, but I feel like it's probably easier to do it this way. And then crop it down. This part was supposed to be moss on top of this ledge. I want to put some up here too. It doesn't all have to have like line work, like I really don't need line work unless you like need the unless you don't know what you're doing. I mean, the thing is, most of the time I don't know what I'm doing without lines, but for environments, like, it's a little bit easier. I'm gonna go back to the pen and do some more. No, I actually really like this, though. I'm having a much better, like, idea of what the fuck to do for environments going forward. At some point I'm gonna have to take a break and eat dinner. I haven't eaten. So, but I'll let you guys know. And then maybe when I come back from dinner I'll do some Lotro. But we'll see how I feel with the art. Because if I'm like really in a groove, I don't want to break that. Right now I feel like I'm in a groove with this. Do some highlights. Yeah, it is pretty good, I think. It's a nice feeling doing something I'm not used to doing, or I don't think I do very well, and like it actually turning out pretty cool. Though this green is not the right green. Oh, well, forgot I was using the pen opacity, but that actually works. Instead of having to like find a different color for the highlights, this kind of mutes it in a way that looks better. It was just too bright. It was like too bright of a green next to too dark of a green. Anyway, there we go. Back to the marker. There's foreground tree. Oh, motherfucker. I'm doing it on the wrong layer. How much did I just do on the wrong layer? Oh, okay. Just going over the highlights. Fuck. I'm not gonna redo all that, but I'll redo this part. Alright. Make sure I'm on the right layer. Cool. I really should have done multiple layers for the coloring. That's not too bad. You just have to like go back over with whatever color you were using before. It's not too bad when you can like alt pick the color. Yeah, so if I go over the line, I can just fix it like that. Not a huge deal to have a separate layer. Alright, there we go. Cool. But then, yeah, this front part. Oops. I'm trying to color pick this really small space. There we go. Yeah, this part actually does have a more contrast highlight. Okay, apparently these markers you can't get. There is like some opacity shit. Like you can't. There's some stuff I'm getting used to here. It doesn't have. It's not gonna get the exact color. Oh wait, yeah it is. I just didn't pick it right. Still. Fuck. I want this color. Thanks. There we go. Although actually, wait, I do like that. Well, what's that? Yeah, the sunlight's hitting this part very strong, so this actually is getting a much brighter highlight. Yeah. We still need this stair. And I still need to add shadow and light to the buildings. I don't know why I'm bothering erasing that. I need to, I'm gonna end up cropping it anyway. Yeah, like in this image, this whole side is in like dark shadow. That's why I was saying like can't really You can't really tell with that, and with the very grayed out, the fact that the image is very grayed out, you can't really tell what the actual color of it is. What? No, this color. Alright, some highlights. Yeah, see, there's really not much of a mid-tone on this building. It's all like highlights and shadow. That'll happen when shit's in like very harsh sunlight. I mean, I probably actually need to work on like light and shadow and stuff too, because I feel like a lot of times I just kind of guesstimate it. Could use some work too, but oh, this part should be highlighted too, actually. Yeah, a lot of times I just do like light and shadow just based on like what feels right. This is not really like how you're supposed to do it, but I'm gonna fill this in a little bit more. I mean, really, the most important thing about value, if you're gonna guesstimate it, is just like at least get the directionality of the light right. Like light's coming from this side, at least have it that. Yeah, I don't really know what's going on with this fucking marker. It's not going over this part. Oh, that's because that was on the line layer. That's what I fucked up before. Can I fix that? Yeah, there we go. Just like erase a little bit of it. Although I still want that color in here. And I have to redo it on the correct layer. It was like that color, right? Alright. save this. I didn't save this the whole time. I gotta do that. Actually, this shouldn't really go in that at all. This is just like practice. I don't need to put it. I'm gonna make a folder for just for like environment practice. It definitely does not need to be in my fantasy concepts folders. My folder specifically for Warhaven, it does not need to be in. Alright. I don't remember where I saved the other ones. I don't see them, but that's okay. I mean, they're just studies. It's not that like fucking important that I have them saved, but all right, I'm almost done with this one. I'm just gonna shade the stairs a little bit here, and then I am probably gonna go eat some dinner because it is fucking 10 o'clock. Oh yeah. Anyway, we're gonna go to West Virginia this coming weekend. It'll be fun. Damn it. Oh, there we go. Oh, wait a minute. Highlight here is important. This is the foreground. Alright, do I want to do some highlight on this building? Yo, why do I keep getting the wrong color, dude? It's because it's like my color picker is like skipping at the last second. There we go. I like land on the color I want. I do it, and then when I release the press, I was gonna say when I release the mouse click, because mouse is my pen, but when I release it, it skips to a different color. I have the same problem on, this is gonna sound completely fucking unrelated. I have the same problem when I'm doing Duolingo, when I'm trying to pick the little, the letter with the right accente on it. Is it'll like I'll release, like, it'll literally slip as I release my finger. And it'll do the wrong accente. Maybe it's because I'm not putting my pen all the way down. I should probably do that. Alright, I'm going to call this done. I'm going to crop it though. Can I crop? How do I crop in this program? How do I crop in this program? I would just change canvas size, but I'm not sure how that's gonna work. Yeah, I don't know the size. Oh wait, unless it'll, let me see. No, not canvas properties. What was it? Canvas size. Oh, here we go. You can just drag it, right? That's actually easier than the way it has on Photoshop. Nice. Okay, now that I know where my canvas ends, I can actually fix my coloring a little bit. Just a little bit messy. I mean, I just zoom in. I'm like lazy to zoom in. Just try to fix all my shit from here. But anyway, it's done. It's done. I actually really like that. I'm gonna save that. Maybe I'll even come back to this and do some like do some like of this fog shit that's on the. Cause this was just supposed to be a study, but I actually like it a lot just as like an actual piece. Anyway, I'm going to eat and I will be back. Alright, I'm back. Yeah, it was a long time. Anyway, do you guys want to hear a story of me being hilariously dumb? My wife made mussels, cooked mussels. It's just one of those like pre-packaged things. Anyway, brought it to the coffee table because our table is full, and my desk, I have like my art stuff on it. Anyway, it has, it has the sauce, the butter sauce. After I was done eating, like I know it has the sauce on it. I pick it straight up. But then I start to move and the sauce literally go all over the entire fucking floor. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh, and then on top of that, extra dumb. I was like, okay, I'm not moving it. She was like, okay, it's fine. I can take it back to the. I'm like, I'm not gonna move it. I'm not gonna touch it again at all. And then I'm wiping down the table, and without even fucking thinking, I pick up the fucking plate again and just spill more of this shit. Oh my god. Sometime I'm too dumb to live. That's okay. Oh my god. She's like, you gotta think before you do stuff. And I'm like, I know. Oh my god. Alright. I'm gonna do a little character drawing, I think. And then yeah, let's do some poses. Either I can do a bunch of poses or I can just do one character in a pose. It is not coming up. I have a board for poses, but nothing coming up. Let me find some other poses. Let me find some other shit. Poses. Alright. Alright, we're gonna look at my screen again, and this time I'm not gonna forget to put it back on the drawing, but when I start drawing. Alright. Now what character do I want to draw? How about we draw Kashagra, the Dracor character from several streams ago. So we want to find like a cool action-y pose. Maybe with a sword. Can I love how I search poses and like 95% of them are like attractive women. Okay. Let me look. Poses with swords. With sword. Yeah, again, 90% women. Okay, one second. I mean, that works. I mean, I have a female character, but... 1 second. No, this is cool as shit, but it's katana. A lot of these are katanas. I need, like, a lot of these are katanas, and specifically, like, katana-y poses. Let's... It would be more like a... Is it a longsword? One-handed sword. Shield if possible. Can I look sword and shield? Sword and... Although then now I'm going to also have to get up my drawing of Kshagra. Alright, let me see. Oh, I've seen this specific pose person a lot. Yes, she has like a whole... Well, I don't know if it's her or somebody else that organizes the thing, but anyway, there's like a whole set of action-y poses. That's hilarious and amazing. Like, what is it, like freaking Tupperware bin lid as a shield? Great. No, that's hilarious. Tupperware, or it's not Tupperware, what the fuck, you know, storage container shield. Now, ideally, it would be a photograph and not a drawing, because I know we said before on this shit that drawing from a drawing, using art as a reference for art is not ideal. Because, like, even if it's, like, really, really good, there's still going to be, like, things that are off. And then you're drawing based on that, and it's going to be off of something that's art anyway. No, just generally as a rule, you should use photos as reference, not art. But... See, this is a lot of the reason I don't like looking up reference. Because I feel like I spend like an hour just trying to find the right pose. See, this is what I was trying to avoid. Maybe, okay. One sec. So what I was originally thinking before I got into this, what I was originally thinking was the right way to do it was to basically do the reverse, right? Because like normally I already have a pose in mind and then I'm trying to find the pose. Like that's not gonna work. So why don't instead I find a photo of a pose that I like and then draw it? But the problem is I was thinking about a specific character and shit, and then I started getting bogged down. Alright. Let's do this one. I don't know how much it fits the character, but let's not overthink it. I'm gonna get bogged down too long. Actually, hold up. I'm gonna pick a different one. Where was that other one? This is not an action pose, but... Let's do this one. I like this one. I can always, like, maybe even if I wanted to, I could even put the shield, like right here. Let's do this. I don't want to overthink it. Like, it's been forever looking at shit. We're just gonna do this one. Alright, now I'm not gonna forget to go back to Clip Studio so that you're not looking at Pinterest the whole time while I'm drawing. I'm not gonna go too much longer though, because well, no, I don't know. We'll see. All right. Oh, I'm still in green. Black. A good pen. Okay. The other thing is I need to get reference of Kshagra if I want to draw Kshagra. Kshagra. Let's see if I can make it smaller. Oh, no, that's not too bad. I can actually make it bigger. Alright, let's do it. Alright, I'll try to leave myself plenty of space. Why does the color look weird still? I feel like there's something weird with my tablet, or maybe it's my eyes, because every time I draw a stroke on the tablet, it looks like reddish or brownish. My TV is fine. I do feel like there's definitely a color difference between my monitor and my tablet. I don't know if these proportions are right. You know what I need to learn from my other thing when it comes to drawing poses? Is not worrying about it being a fucking copy. I'm literally just using it as reference for the pose, so don't overthink that shit. Okay. So I'm gonna kind of try to do what I did with the other study, the environment study, and again use the reference as a reference and not as a like copy, right? So just as long as my proportions are correct, it doesn't have to be exactly like the photo, especially because like the character I'm drawing is not the woman in the photo, so I gotta scale this down. That's one thing I like about the fucking computer is I just majorly suck at keeping shit the right size. Like I always go too big. I always go bigger and I go too big. Computer is a nice cheat code for that. You just resize that bitch. Alright, this leg is a little bit more back. This doesn't look right. I think the torso is too long, actually. This is hard. I don't really do this before. Like, normally if I'm drawing from like a reference photo for like a pose like this, I'm like actually doing. One second. I'm gonna redo this. I think one of the key things I need to work on with poses is not just like how do you draw the pose, like literally, but how do you make it not so stiff? Because my characters and poses are always really stiff. And the thing I learned in art school is you have to fucking have one line of motion the pose should have like a nice line of motion, right? So really the line of motion right now is from her knee up to her head with like a slight curve. I think I'm curving that too much. I don't know. It's never been something I've been very good at, is like capturing the, like I can copy well enough, but capturing the dynamic, like I said, simplifying is hard. And I think that's like the essence of poses, is like getting the essence of the whole frickin' pose. Like I can copy it alright, but then it's always like, right. I mean, like copying what, you know, the lines that are there, but actually, head's too small. Well, is it? Whatever. That's not important right now. You gotta capture the motion. Like my drawings are always very stiff. Like even when I do poses, it's stiff. So I'm trying to be like conscientious of what I'm not good at or what I need to work on. Okay. Yeah, as I said, what's important is not like the exact placement of shit. It's like you want to have good proportion, but you want to have your proportions good, but more important than that even is, as I said, like the fucking line of motion, right? Yeah, like this is all very like the same line of motion. It really goes all the way to the knee, right? Like it goes from the neck to the knee. I'm gonna erase her head. You'd think with all the time that I've been drawing like people and anatomy and characters and shit, I would be. This is not something I would suck at, but I mean I do a lot of gesture drawing. I'm just not normally like. Trying to also draw a character and also talking at the same time. Yeah, that is something I was actually doing a lot, was just like going on like pose reference websites, and they literally have like a timer, and it'll go for like, you can set it for how long you want it to go for, and then you just like, if you set it for like a minute, you have a minute to draw. You know, I would literally have a minute to draw all this, and it kind of trains you to find the most like important shit in the thing, rather than like getting bogged down in details and crap. Also, actually, at this point, actually, I'm not thinking about drawing my character, but that's actually good. I need to get the damn pose first. Oh wow, interestingly enough, her hand is actually already in a similar position that my character's hand is already in the other drawing I'm using. Why? Okay, again, why am I? Okay. Here's a teaching moment. If you're trying to do gesture drawing, don't draw the fucking hand. If you're doing a gesture drawing, don't draw the fucking hand. Don't draw every fucking finger. That's as much to myself as it is telling telling you guys. I mean, to be fair, it's not really a gesture drawing because I'm actually like taking my time, but like if I was truly doing a gesture drawing, I would literally just be like basically capturing the motion and the pose, the line of action, and then like filling things out if I had time. But it's still that idea. You're still using what you learned from gesture drawing. This leg is some shit. I just don't know how to draw feet, man. I'm like Rob Liefeld. Alright, well fuck the feet. It's not an essential part of the pose anyway. Like the hand. What actually makes up the pose? It is not the foot. Alright, it's not too bad. It's coming together. I mean, really, the foot is like that. If you want to draw the foot, draw it. Just draw the line, a motion of the foot. But it's not important to the pose. No, my proportions are still fucky. I think the head is too big, and also I think the torso is too short, actually. Fuck. Yeah, see, if I was drawing this traditionally, I'd be screwed. So one thing I like about the computer is being able to like resize shit. What is wrong here? It is kind of hard to see with like, it does kind of get a little bit bogged down when like, you know, like this character is wearing a lot of armor. Like that's why generally, like that's why when you see like reference photos for drawing, the person is either minimally clothed or naked. Because like basically what this is a lot of extra fucking lines that make it harder to see like the correct proportion and like where the line of action is. I mean, not to mention like obviously like anatomy and stuff. If you're drawing anatomy, like you wouldn't draw from a clothed or armored figure, but in this case, like drawing a pose is like, and proportions is a little bit harder. I don't know why I drew that actual armor. My character has different armor, but. Alright, let me see this shoulder. Yeah, it's just very hard to see if my proportions are correct. I probably shouldn't be relying on the actual reference for proportions. Like, I know what the proportions are supposed to be. I think I'm following trying to follow the photo too much. I should just be drawing like human proportions the way I know they're supposed to be. Actually, I probably don't really need the reference at this point. I just needed to get the pose down. Now it's gonna get me a little too bogged down, I think. I mean, basically I got what I need to do the rest of the drawing now. I'm just gonna try to reinforce some things to make sure I don't lose this like line of action I have. Yeah, like I said, I don't need the reference for like anatomy or proportion. I need the reference purely for the pose and how the body's gonna look in that pose. But all right, I'm actually gonna get rid of this because it's just gonna distract me. I'm already getting kind of bogged down, so I'm gonna get rid of the reference photo, and now I'm just gonna look at my character reference. The other nice thing about drawing digitally is, like, if this were traditional, I'd have to fucking somehow do like finalized lines on top of this, and then somehow like erase my crappy construction lines. I'm erasing this hand. Did some shit. Oh, I just realized though I'm an idiot. Fuck, and I didn't even save that. Hold up, I actually did need it, because I forgot the fucking sword. Like, that was the most important part. I'm a dumbass. Well, fuck it. Too late. Alright, there's the sword. Can I make a thicker line? I need a thicker line. There we go. Cool. You know what the thing is about drawing hands? Hands in and of themselves are not that bad to draw. It's drawing the hand like on a character that's in a pose, and it's like how the hand attaches to the... I have the most trouble, I think, with how the hand, like positioning the hand in the right spot, and then like specifically the transition from, so like right here, the transition from the hand, the wrist to the forearm. I feel like it always ends up looking like stumpy. I'm looking at my drawing right now that I did of Kashagra, and overall it's nice, it's really good, but the fucking forearm to wrist to hand is awful. I was like so proud of it, and it's good, but the hand is shit. It looks like a leaf stuck onto the end of a forearm. Let's try to do that better in this drawing. Alright. Like I said, drawing digitally is great because I can make another layer when I'm ready to. Actually, I probably should have kept that photo up a little bit more. I always have issues drawing the jawline to the neck, to the chin. Okay, we're gonna try to draw a normal shaped human head first before I try to worry about her little bone tendril, whatever you want to call them, things. Back of the head should be a little wider. Yeah, I have a hard time drawing weapons, and I have a hard time drawing weapons in hands. Oh wait, that would make her hand on the blade. The guard should be right there. Should I look at reference for the sword? I was just talking about how weapons are something I need to practice. Also, I'm noticing her sword I have in the picture is not this big. talk about practice drawing weapons. What she has actually in the drawing that I did before is actually more like a. It's more like a fucking short sword, or maybe even like a really big dagger. I don't know. I didn't realize how small I made that. But I guess that comes from having it on her hip. If it was like a long sword, it would be. Well, no, it would still be on her hip, but I think it would. The problem is, like, I have it vertically. It would probably be kind of more like angled back, right? Anyway. Alright, so I'm trying to draw as much construction line as I can before I go to a new layer. Let's get this thing again. Oh wait, I need a thicker line. Alright, so yeah, this is more of a long sword than what I did in the character drawing of her. I'm gonna try to get her chest plate in there. I'm gonna try to get the general shapes of her armor in here. I'm just trying to do more construction before I do like the final lines. I'm gonna basically put this on like low opacity. Also, it doesn't. I mean, I'm saying that like, oh, like I gotta do more construction before I do the final lines, but like, next layer up is not gonna be the final lines. Like, knowing me, I'm gonna probably have to make a couple layers before I get to like what I want. Again, nice thing about digital drawing, digital art. The other thing with like traditional art is I always press too hard on the paper and it's hard to erase. I don't know why I've never really been able to fix that. This is really bad force of habit. Alright, I'm gonna try to make her pants a little bit more like that medieval kind of style of like trouser that you wear with like armor. Because in my character drawing, I kind of just did like, I basically just did like form-fitting ones. I basically just fucking did lines on top of what I had as the actual lines of the actual like leg muscle, and then I just was like, oh yeah, she's wearing pants, totally. So I'm gonna try to, as I said, I gotta work on, like, clothes is one thing I have to work on, so let's try to fix that now while I'm doing this. It's nice I can like actually work on some conceptual refinements with this as well. Yeah, I'm kind of like picturing those like baggy, like, I don't know what I'm talking about, or you don't, that's fine, doesn't matter. So yeah, I'm trying to draw these like, I'm trying to like baggier, like they should still be Yeah, well, actually, yeah, like the ones I have in the character drawing would definitely not be ideal for like. You want something with a lot of range of motion, you know, and like tight form-fitting pants are not it, right? Unless they're like actual tights or leggings, like that's not what you want. I mean, obviously you don't want like super billowy, flowy, baggy ass pants, but you want ones that don't restrict, of course. Like, especially because I have this character as like, even though she is wearing like armor and like actual like plate armor, I want her to actually be a more mobile fighter. Like, she's kind of supposed to be kind of agile, and she's also kind of supposed to be kind of stealthy too, or like able to be stealthy. I don't mean she like literally does all of her fights as stealth, but yeah, I just want her to be kind of a okay, here's where I run into an issue. I drew her originally with like those kind of plate skirt, like that skirt plate that you see like on the sides, but I don't know how the fuck that would work with her like knee up like that. I'm gonna say that it should be designed so that it can kind of like move out to the side as needed, but I don't know really exactly. I'm gonna say it should be able to like kind of come forward with her leg, but I don't know how it would have to be designed for that to work. Alright, well, I'm gonna start drawing this. Let me get her. Let me get her. I'm gonna try to get her hand into like a better position because no, I'm trying to make it look a little bit. I'm trying to make it better. Hands are freaking hard. One thing that kind of helps is doing like getting the structure. Like it's kind of a trapezoidal shape, and then you put like the thumb here. The thumb is a separate. The thumb has a separate base. Like you have the hand base, and then you also have like a little triangle for the base of the thumb. Alright, I can make it better when I do the line work, more line work. Alright, and you just got kind of this tricep piece. And then the rest of this is bare arm. It probably shouldn't be though. I'm gonna try to keep working on the armor and outfit as I do this, because like I'm thinking about things that aren't really practical in my original design as I go. Like she literally has like fucking this like plate armor, full chest, full whatever, full arm, like torso, full skirt, for full shoulders, and then she has bare fucking arms, dude. Like, I want somebody to just slice her fucking arm off. At very least, she should have like some chainmail or something there. I'm also wondering if I should give her a helmet. I don't know. Alright, they're the little face thingies. I'm gonna have to, I should zoom in, really. I'm not drawing the face yet, of course, because this is just the sketch, but I should have some idea. of the face. You know it's freaking hard to draw these stupid fucking facial, I don't even need to call them facial horns. It's not a front view. I don't know how the fuck they're supposed to look from the side. Well, no, this from the side is fine. For 3/4 view, it's awkward. Like how much of that shows. Yeah, like I got her whole goddamn jaw coming forward. Also, I feel like this is gonna be too angular and it's gonna end up looking like a male character. Like I know she's got these chin things which are not like exactly feminine, but I still don't want her to look like a straight up dude. Fuck, I hate this whole thing. Okay, well one problem is my brush is still too big. Alright, no, you know what I gotta do? I gotta know where her chin is first. I'm not worried about the stupid, I'm just gonna redo this. I probably should have kept that photo up. I have problems drawing, I don't know, draw lines are hard for me. Especially like 3/4 view draw lines are hard to draw. Like that just looks like a really goddamn square jaw. Alright, I'm gonna bring up another photo reference. I don't want this to look terrible. Ah, fuck off, ad block. Face. Let's see, female, face, 3/4 view. I have one facing the same direction with a similar face shape. All of them are facing the other way. Literally all of these are facing to the left. Alright, that's close enough. Yeah, okay, one thing I'm definitely doing is I'm making the line to down. It's more like horizontal. It's more flat. Chin. Cheek. You'd think in all my fucking years drawing people I don't know, faces are hard. Like, what does it say that I'm better at drawing bodies than faces? Isn't it usually the other way around? I think bodies are supposed to be harder to draw than faces, but dude, what the fuck am I doing? I'm drawing that shit way too high. Eyes are halfway down the face. So also this young lady does not have the same. I tried to find one with a similar face and head shape, but was not very successful. This reference I found is, oh fuck, the head is way too big. Oh no, it's not too bad. I think a little bit too big, but I don't know, this is fucked up. It's really just 3/4 views. 3/4 views are kind of three quarter views are notoriously the most challenging angle to draw a face from. I don't like this. Now I'm getting frustrated. I feel like I'm overthinking this. She looks like a fucking ape, dude. Alright, let me see. Really, maybe I'm overthinking this. I'm probably overthinking this. I'm gonna get rid of the reference now. Alright. I'm definitely overthinking this shit. I did need the reference, but then I started majorly overthinking it. That's decent enough. Alright, so see, now that I have the draw, now you just literally just add the little horns on the front. Or at the bottom or whatever. It should probably be going more down. So I don't know how that's supposed to look. There we go. Alright, let me look at my character reference again. I feel like I gotta go through all my basics again. I haven't done this, I haven't needed to do this for a face in like a long time. But I'm like trying to get it right. Being kind of perfectionist about it. So I'm going through all like my face proportions again. Eyes are halfway down the head. Nose is halfway from there. Mouth is halfway from there. I think that center line is a little to the right. No, that eyebrow's too low. That's the eye line, not the eyebrow line. I don't know, this shit's look fucking weird. Oh, you know what I need to, okay, you know what I need to do? The other thing with a 3/4 view, well, I mean really any face, but because the eye should be like about halfway. I think the middle of the eye is about halfway on either side of the head. But the problem is on a 3/4 view, it's hard to find that halfway, right? Because I guess the halfway is about here. I mean, the side. It's hard to find the halfway because you have to find the halfway point between the side of the face and the middle of the face. But like in a 3/4 view, where is the side of the fucking face? I don't know. Alright. Not really sure how you do this. It's been so freaking long since I had to do the damn mathematics for faces. I did something called like the face rune when I was watching one of the draw classes that Drawfee did. No, that's still fucked up. I feel like I'm overthinking this. If this were any other time, I would just draw the face and be done with it. I haven't needed to do all this extra crap in a long time. Okay, I still want that line though. Okay, I think that's okay. I'm gonna get rid of all these extra lines. Yeah, I don't know why. I'm just really finding myself being like very perfectionist right now in a way that I haven't been in like a long time. In some ways it's good because it means I'm trying to like push myself, but push myself to do better and to try to improve. But also it's kind of driving me a little bit insane right now. Well, anyway, what I also need to remember is this is not the final lines anyway. Noses always look so weird from the 3/4 view too. I could make her just like one of those skeletal Dracors and not have a nose. I literally have Dracord that are just like that, dude. She was supposed to actually have a nose, but I do have Dracord that are just like that. I mean, I'm gonna draw a nose, okay? I'm not just gonna leave it like that, but sometimes you have to just, if you get frustrated, you have to leave it and come back, right? Okay, what was I doing? Okay, there's my photo reference. I mean, my character reference. No, this is actually not too bad. It's just the nose. I need to figure out what I'm doing. All right, ears. I'm probably going way too detailed right now, considering, like I said, this is not the final line work, but it's good to know where everything's gonna be. Oh, dude, she's looking like a fucking vampire bat right now. That's cool. Like Nosferatu looking. That's just because I haven't fixed the nose yet. Like Nosferatu ass shit. No, it's actually pretty sick. If I wasn't drawing this character, that's actually pretty sick. I don't know why I drew this face so perfect on my sketchy layer. I'm just gonna have to draw it all over again. Now how's her hair? Okay, yeah, so she has the horns first, and then the hair is like behind it. I'm gonna have to resize this whole thing because her horns don't fit. Resizing time? I think it's resizing time. I knew I was gonna have to do it because the horns weren't gonna fit, but I wasn't worrying about that before I had to worry about that. Okay, I think all that fuss was worth it. That actually looks alright. Look at how fucking detailed that face is and how fine lined that shit is compared to the rest of it. I got a bit ahead of myself. Okay. Alright, new layer. You know, I might wrap this up soon though, because attention span is a thing, and if I try to do this whole drawing to completion right now, it's gonna start to suffer, I think. But let me at least like finish. I'm not sure. One sec. I'll finish that thought in a minute. concepts, Drakor. No. What the fuck? What is it? Wasn't there supposed to be Drakor and then character? I'm so confused. Where is that folder? Art? No. Where was that folder? I literally had a folder of the characters. Oh, it wasn't a. It's only showing me the Clip Studio ones. That's why. All right, that's fine. I thought I should still have the folder for characters though. I guess I didn't do it. Here, I'll make a new folder. Maybe I did that for a different one of the race folders and not this one. Characters. No, I should have a character folder with Kshagra in it. I don't know. No, sorry guys. I'm just saving this. Saving my progress so I don't lose it. Kshagra pose 01. Yeah. Alright, I don't know how much more I'm gonna do. Let me lower the opacity on this. I can start trying to get some final lines in here. But I think I'm gonna wrap it up soon. It's 11:26, let's give it till 11:30. I know I said I was gonna do a late night stream. I might still do some Lotro after this. I just don't want to drag on the art too long, because I'm gonna start losing focus. Wrong layer. This is still gonna be a little sketchy though, because it's not gonna be, as I said, it's not gonna be the final layer just yet. I guess that is something I'm gonna have to work on eventually. Is like how to do cleaner lines. I think at some point, like probably college, I thought I was a genius because I'm like, oh, I can do like, I can draw anything if I just do like the whole sketchy ass lines, sculpt out kind of what looks right. Like you literally just do a line until it looks right. Like you find the line is in there somewhere. And to be fair, I did kind of get it from a Da Vinci something. So like there is some legitimacy to it. Like I think it's something Da Vinci actually said about like the correct line is in there somewhere. I don't know. It's been ages. I mean, this was like high school or some crap. But anyway, I thought I was a genius because I'm like, oh, well, if I have trouble, like, blah, 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 I can kind of just sculpt the body with the sketch. Like, just go boo, boo, boo until I find the right line. Which was great and all, and I think it did actually help me a lot with making things more three-dimensional and with doing poses and, like, everything and with anatomy and all that shit. The problem is, now apparently I don't know how to do a non-sketchy line. Oh, you know, I forgot her belts. Anyway. Fuck the belts. That'll be like an absolute last layer thing. Oh wait, we have the underline here too. Alright, I'm losing focus pretty quick. I think I'm gonna be done in a minute. But thank y'all for joining. It's been good. I haven't done a stream in like 2 weeks. I haven't done a drawing stream in, I don't know. Anyway, so it's been good. I'm gonna try to be better about streaming every week, even if my brain is doing dumb things like it did last week. I'm being like, I don't know what to draw. I gotta do a drawing stream, but I don't know what to draw. So, like, honestly, I would really, really fucking want to do streaming twice a week, but it just has not been happening. I guess first I gotta consistently doing streaming at least once a week before I can say I want to do it twice a week. I'm still adjusting to my new work schedule. Like, it shouldn't be that different, and actually it should be better. Yet, yeah, I'm not adjusted to it yet. All right, well, I'm gonna call it a day for the drawing stream. I might do a Lotro one in like a minute, but we'll see. All right, well, thank you for joining me tonight. Don't forget to follow, and have a good night.